What's up guys, this is Storm here, and it's been a while I did a video like this. If you could tell by my voice, I am recovering from a very bad cold I caught over the week. Unfortunately, that happened during the Game Awards. I was able to still watch it, but I just couldn't really do a video talking about it and such until my voice was fully recovered. But since I am feeling a little bit better, I decided I'm going to do a video talk about my favorite announcements and some of the stuff that happened during the Game Awards. One of the big things that happened was Astrobot winning Game of the Year, which took a lot of people by surprise. In my opinion, I kind of voted for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but I'm so happy for Team Asobi. They took Astrobot, which was just a pack-in PlayStation game for the PS4 and PS5. It had its own VR game, and it had another game for it, but it was like a very small one. It was basically just a tech demo, and they made a full-fledged game for Astrobot with a whole story surrounding it. So congrats to Team Asobi. I hope their next project will expand what they did with Astrobot and make him even bigger than he is now. And I honestly thought Black Myth Wukong or Metaphor was going to take it, or if people want to be petty, give it to the Elden Ring DLC, but I'm kind of happy that didn't win. Because I originally told my friends I don't care what game wins as long it wasn't Elden Ring. Not that it's not because I'm not a fan of Elden Ring, it's just because it's a DLC, it's not a full-fledged game. So the fact that it got nominated for an award for Game of the Year is crazy to me. But I digress. There was a couple of stuff like Final Fantasy Rebirth won Best Music. Black Myth Wukong got the Best the Player Choice Award and Best Action Game. I believe Astrobot walked with 4 awards, which one of us the Family game, which is normally won by Nintendo because the games that they put out. But one thing I do need to say that the Game Awards need to kind of change the wording on that Family Award, because people assume family is just like you're playing with family when it comes to the game. Me personally, I think it means a family friendly game. So the nominees for that one was Astrobot, Super Mario Party, one of was Princess Peach and Mario Brothers, and Plucky Squire. So those, if you look at it, those are family friendly games, but surprisingly Astrobot took that, so I'm very surprised about that. Metaphor got the Best JRPG, which is not surprising since that's like one of the big RPGs that came out, but I digress. I voted for Rebirth. But with that being said, let's get on to my favorite games that showed off an announcement. These are not in order. Let's go. The first one I'm going to talk about is Onimusha: The Way of the Swords. Onimusha is a title that I never got into, but Capcom is bringing it back in a whole new adventure. This does not seem like a remake. And I have a buddy who's a real fan of the franchise, and he would tell me about it, and he actually convinced me to try out the Onimusha remaster that came out on the PS4. And when I played it, I truly enjoyed it. So it's unfortunate during the PS2 era I never played Onimusha, but I am definitely going to check out this one when it released sometime in 2016. It'll be coming out for PS5, the Xbox consoles, and Steam. And just by looking at it, we did get a little glimpse of gameplay here and there. It definitely looked amazing how the game looks. kind of, the graphic kind of looks like they're using the graphic they use for Neo. So kudos for Capcom to bring back this, because a lot of people be asking for this. And since Onimusha is coming back, who to say Dino Crisis cannot make a comeback too? So with that being said, I can't wait to try out Onimusha. Alright, on to the next game I like that came out during the announcement, and you might like this one too. Next we have Project Sentry, made by RGG, are the ones who are behind the Yakuza and Lost Judgment series. They're making a brand new game that takes place during the 1915, where Western influence have come into Japan. And there's not really that much to say. The graphics looks really good. The combat look more visceral compared to the Yakuza games and Judgment. And we got a whole new mysterious protagonist. The platforms for this game have not been revealed, and this game probably won't be coming out for a very long time, since it just called Project Sentry, so we don't even have an official title. But overall, how the game is looking, it definitely look good. Definitely influenced with melee combat, especially with weapons. The blood splatters are crazy. So this is definitely a game I'm going to be looking out for, since I am a fan of the Yakuza series before it became turn-based, unfortunately, and Judgment. I kind of hope they still do another Judgment, because Yagami's story is very interesting. But I am open to a whole new protagonist altogether. With that being said, can't wait to try out Project Sentry. Alright, on to the next one. Next, we got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Sonic Racing is making a comeback by the courtesy of Sega. The smaller teaser, we got Shadow loading up into his car and going through a portal that will lead to a whole different world for a racing competition. There's not much to go on with this, because we don't know if if it only gonna be Sonic characters or guest characters from different franchises of Sega will make an appearance. We just gotta wait and see. We got that is more info of it is coming soon, and we could already guess it's gonna be on all platforms. So I am definitely looking forward to this. I can't wait to see more when it eventually get revealed. On to the next one. Mafia: The Old Country. This trailer was leaked online before the Game Awards started. I was lucky enough didn't watch it when it was going around online, so I was not spoiled what I was going to see. By the looks of it, the game takes place somewhere in Italy. I never really got into the whole Mafia franchise. I did try out Mafia 3, and it was a pretty good game. There was just something I wish they approved on, like at least giving us like a fast travel and stuff. And the open world was like, with no fast travel in an open world like that, it's a must. So earlier today, I did hear news that the Mafia: The Old Country will be linear in story wise. So people who didn't really like the open world aspect when it came to Mafia 3, we got done by making it linear. The game is set to come out sometime in summer of next year. It'll be available on the PS5, the Xbox Series consoles, and Steam. I can't wait to see how this game is. Fortunately, we didn't get no gameplay, but you could wishlist it now on PS5, Xbox, and Steam if you're definitely looking forward for the game. And you could go on their website to subscribe for more information as they drop, most likely at the start next year. Alright, on to the next game. Alright, the next one is the Helldivers 2 big update. Yes, we're finally getting that new alien race that fight in Helldivers 2 that they've been teasing for the past couple of months. What was really cool about it during the Game Awards when they showed it off, the update was available that night. So me and a couple of friends got to try out the new enemies, and they are a fresh breath air because you get very tired of fighting against the freaking robots and the bugs. So now that we got a whole new race to deal with, is definitely a breath of fresh air. They also added that you could find some like buggy in the on the planet for you to drive in, new stratagems and stuff. So if you're wanting to get back to Helldivers 2, is best to come back into it now to try out fighting as the new zombie like alien race. And it is pretty fun, especially with the like how the alien race is, especially they got these giant like walkers that look like that came from the movie War of the Worlds. So it definitely is a nice fun take for it. And when this update dropped, the player base for Helldivers 2 jumped up crazy. So you could easily tell people were waiting for it, waiting for this for a while. Hopefully we won't have to wait for too long if they add a future new race for us to go up against. Alright, on to the next game. Next is Turok Origins. And I'll be 100%, I have no type of knowledge when it comes to Turok. The reason why I'm interested in this game is just the fact that it looks cool and you're hunting and shooting like alien dinosaurs. Like, what more could I ask for, me personally? But for the fans who are true knowledgeers of Turok, I know they're probably excited for this game too. I believe the game doesn't have a release date yet. You can wishlist it. It'll be coming to the PS5, Xbox, and Steam. So if anybody wants to give me some knowledge what to expect from Turok, I am open ears. So until then, I just gotta wait and see. On to the next one. Next is Killing Floor 3. Me and a couple of friends of mine, we have this tradition to play Killing Floor 2 during the Halloween or Christmas, just for like the whole holiday theme type of thing. It's always a fun experience, and we're definitely going to be coming back together again to play Killing Floor 3, which comes out in March of next year. No exact date, but on their website they do have it that you can sign up for a closed beta of it. So if anybody interested, you can sign up by going to the killingfloor3.com website and try your luck to see if you'll get in. Hopefully you get to stream it, because me and a couple of friends of mine signed up for it. But yeah, the game is coming out for PS5, Xbox, and PC. So I can't wait to see what they have in Killing Floor 3 compared to Killing Floor 2. Until then, I'm going to be waiting patiently for this game. On to the next one. Next, we have The Witcher 4. And I'm just going to flat out say, I never played any of the Witcher games. I never heard about them during those times when they were popular. And I just never got around to play The Witcher 3, which I do have. I definitely need to make up a time to actually take a crack at it. But CD Projekt Red have shown on that The Witcher 4 is now entering full production. No exact time frame of this game coming out, but they are switching to the Unreal Engine 5, I believe. And Ciri from The Witcher game and novels, she's going to be the main protagonist. That doesn't mean we won't see Geralt. CD Projekt Red did say Geralt will be in the game. Will he be playable? Who knows? Will he play a role in the overall story? He definitely will. And I hate to bring up, but the whole discourse around Siri is really stupid. And this is coming from people who never followed The Witcher overall synopsis by the looks of it. Because I believe I did saw CD Projekt Red did say they were always planning for Siri to take the lead at some point. So the fact people are complaining about Siri being the protagonist is, and the funny thing is, it's not even because you're playing as Siri, because to the grifters, she does not look attractive. In what way does she need to look attractive? She's in a world that she's fighting literal monsters. She's not gonna be walking around with freaking Victoria's Secret type makeup and freaking eyeliner wherever she goes. She's killing monsters. She's doing what she needs to do. So all those people, they need to get a grip on themselves. I do like the trailer that they showed off for the Game Awards for The Witcher 4. I was kind of hoping to see like how would gameplay will look, but apparently the trailer did say it was rendered in the engine. Don't know if this could be how the game will officially look. I could have said this game could look like in cutscenes, but we just gotta wait and see. My only hope for this game, it doesn't turn out like how Cyberpunk 2077 did when it was a buggy launch on consoles. Hopefully that does happen for The Witcher 4. CD Projekt Red on record did say they have learned from their mistakes when it came to Cyberpunk. So I'm gonna hope they gonna stay to their word, because they have been doing really well to try to get back the trust of the gamers after the whole situation with Cyberpunk, especially when they dropped off that expansion DLC for it, and the overall update improvements for Cyberpunk for the consoles. So they're doing okay. So here's hoping for The Witcher 4, and I can't wait to see how it turns out when it's fully released. If I had to guess, I'll probably give it what release will make more sense. They just started going full production, so I will probably say a 2027 late release, early 2028. That's my guess. Late 2077 going to early 2028. It depends how much of it they got done before they went full production, because I believe CD Projekt Red do have enough people that they can split off into two teams. But hopefully it comes out hopefully it comes out good and ready and not undercooked. Alright, let's check out the next game I have. Next I have is Crimson Desert. After a long waited delay when it was originally going to come out in, I believe it was either 2021 or 2022, Pro Abyss finally gave a release window for Crimson Desert, which is late 2025. I was kind of hoping for at least an early or mid 2025, but give them all the time they need for a proper polish of the game. The good thing about it, ever since I believe it was either Gamescom or it was some type of event, but I think it was the start of Gamescom, that they have been dropping gameplay for Crimson Desert, and the game just looked crazy good with the whole crazy particle effects that were happening. You're freaking doing wrestling moves on people. It is really good and it looks really fun. They showed off a couple of customization. At some point in the trailer, it kind of looks like you could play as a female character, so I'm wondering, can you switch genders or can you play as the main character team? One thing I was hoping that they did keep the dragon riding, and in that trailer they did show that you could ride the wyverns. It's coming out on PS5, Xbox, and PC that you could wishlist now, and Mac App Store. So I can't wait to finally get my hands on Crimson Desert. My final game is Naughty Dog new IP, The Intergalactic, The New Heretic Prophet. After much long wait and anticipation to find out what is Naughty Dog is working on, Jeff Keighley at the Game Awards gave off a one more thing at the Game Awards, and is Naughty Dog and PlayStation showing off their new IP / franchise that Naughty Dog that they'll be working on. And it's a sci-fi bounty hunter game that takes place in the 1986, where technology advanced farther in the 1986. You play as this character. I can't remember the name from the top of my head, but I think like Jordan Mina, something like that. And you play as a bounty hunter, and she's tracked it down. By the looks of it, from what the trailer kind of showed us, it looks like she's going after her old team known as the Five Aces. I am curious what is the background story of this team, because in the picture it looked like they were all good and friends, but of course something happened that they all split up. Now she's hunting down one of the members, so I can't wait to find out this story about it. And of course, the discourse around this game is crazy to think of. It's crazy because I don't know if it's just Naughty Dog or Neil Druckmann, but off the bat, people were just coming after this game just because the female character does not look attractive, which Naughty Dog always. When Naughty Dog makes a character in their game, they always use the likeness of the actual actor or actress that they use. So the fact they're calling her ugly, even though the person who playing as this new protagonist, she does look like this. So I don't know what people complain about. I've seen people try to whole swapped her gender to look like Asian and stuff. It is beyond crazy, and they just need to let it go. Like, this whole gaming discourse, we're not even talking about the game. Like, we're talking about a character look, if she's attractive or not. Can we focus on the game, how it looks? What could we potentially get from this game? Can we just do that? But I'm not gonna try to get into this anymore. So overall, the game have me thinking, what can I expect from this game? I have seen some people who are analyzing the trailer to see what kind of hidden nuggets that Naughty Dog have in their game. Okay, they occasionally do that from time to time, but they have put out statements that say this game will be their most deep in-depth gameplay that they ever did. So this gameplay could be more in-depth with Uncharted and Last of Us. So it's gonna be crazy fun times. I'm kind of curious we'll be able to fly in the ship, but we just gotta wait and see. This game was rumored for the longest. It was being worked on in 2020, so I'm assuming they probably got started working on this after when Last of Us Part 2 came out, or during, because I think Naughty Dog is big enough to have multiple teams work on something. But overall, I am excited for this game. It looks like it could be like a melee focus, so we just gotta wait and see. There's no official release date for this game yet, so I have a feeling we might see more of it next year, since PlayStation is saying that they're not gonna get released for their big games until like 2020, 5 after April. So there you have it. Those are the games I am looking forward to that were announced during the Game Awards. What do you guys think? Did any of these games pique your interest? Are you thinking about getting them in the future when they come out? Or are you just gonna wait and see how they perform, or they're just not the type of games that you're into? Please let me know what you guys think. Overall, I think this year's Game Awards was the best one that Jeff Keighley have done. Definitely a big step up. Everything was on point. Everything was on fast. Nothing didn't really dragged on. The performances were really good. The orchestra killed it when it came to the like playing the theme songs for the Game of the Year games that were announced. So I am truly excited what Jeff Keighley could do for next year. Is definitely he I guess it will be, we just gotta wait to see what can he cook for next year, because I'm truly excited. He already said that next year Game Awards will be December 11th, so we just gotta see what comes. One thing I am surprised about that we didn't see at this Game Awards, I kind of truly expect we would have seen GTA 6. And for some reason, I did saw a rumor about Half-Life 3, which was very curious, because like, was that ever a thing to happen, or people were just going off a leak? But I don't know, I digress. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good night, and peace out.